So this young fella here goes by the name of Clavicular. I think that's how you pronounce it, but he's all into Looksmaxing. He's got quite popular for it. If you don't know what that is, that's basically just maxing your potential looks-wise. So he's helping younger guys to look better, apparently. And he went on the Fresh and Fit podcast recently and apparently started going on one. So we're going to watch it.
So we need men for different reasons, right? You said on a podcast that you're infertile. So I would need another man. Okay, but you're not like a man because you're infertile, right?
Just because I'm infertile temporarily on purpose.
But imagine if you had a woman that actually wanted temporarily.
You had to finish the introduction.
No, I'm on testosterone replacement therapy, which means that if I made the choice.
Like what trans men use,
oh, so you're trying to get both?
No, that's just a hormone that's naturally produced in your body.
Yeah, so naturally produced.
And you've had like gender affirming care, so like that really does make you a trans man.
No, it's exogenous.
See it as like a man.
Girls, can he finish talking? It's like,
I mean, just because a man isn't able to have kids because his sperm isn't strong enough doesn't mean he's less of a man. Goes way deeper than that. But she's only saying this to piss him off anyway, and he's doing a good job of staying calm.
From a scientific perspective, I would actually be at an elevated level from any man.
Wait, so
that's a ridiculous argument.
But
if you looked at it as a spectrum, in terms of testosterone levels, I'd be at the furthest end of the spectrum.
Wait, so you're
adding additional testosterone, not naturally.
No, I'm replacing with exogenous,
you don't naturally produce it.
But it is bioidentical.
But you
to
don't
testosterone.
naturally produce it.
But
so as a man,
I don't understand the argument.
Manning.
I have a question.
But it is a bioidentical hormone that's just a.
But you're not like a man because you're not producing it yourself, right?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's unfortunately just not concurrent.
We're also very sorry.
That's one of the ways that women like to piss men off is by attacking our masculinity. I'm not sure what issues he's got and why he's on testosterone. Might be something to do with his health or whatever, but he didn't bite, so well done to him.
Which, by the way, I just want to emphasize that this is a horrible sample size. We're filled with degenerate Miami. So this is not like, what average people should be looking at thinking, oh, this is how women operate. To a degree, it is, but this is exacerbated to the highest level by the city, by its energy, and by their choices. But that's not to say that we can't learn from this. So, we take a look at what they're saying, and they're talking about personality, talking about taking care of them when they're on their period. And then we look at the choices that they're making and the guys that they're hooking up with. And there's a huge separation in kind of what's going on here. So we're often seeing, not good guys, these amazing personality, really funny people, running through these girls. It's often tall, good-looking people, who have a lot of money. Let's add that point of nuance there, because money is important. I'd be ridiculous to deny that. But at the end of the day, the first thing that you see, the first thing that you notice when you lay your eyes upon someone is going to be how good looking they are, right? And that's going to allow you, do I give this person a chance to even get the other things out there, right? So their personality is going to be perceived a lot higher if they're good looking. Someone who's not good looking might have the greatest personality. You might like them and be soulmates with them, but you will never even get the opportunity to try that out because they're so bad looking, right? So I'm telling you, this is
you're so wrong. I dated the ugliest dude ever for 5 years, and I loved the hell out of him.
Performative bullshit. It's all performative.
I love him.
He was probably at her level. She just thinks she's better than she is. And what he's saying about the looks, to an extent, it's true. It does get your foot in the door. But when you meet someone with a brain, if you don't have one and you just look good, or you're a complete dickhead, it's probably not going to go too far.
I hate ugly people. Love him.
It's performative. And that's not to say that even if that was true, which it isn't, this is what we're talking about across a society, right? If we look at not one specific anecdote of a crazed, which is what you quite clearly are. So
what did he say?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely. Who are we looking at? Yeah, go for it.
Holy shit. Are you straight?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Are you a biological woman?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why would you
I
ask
pushed the
that?
kid out, yeah.
What made you ask that? 'Cause I'm actually curious. Like, what makes...
her Norwood line, her hairline, I would say her bimaxillary
You know more
protrusion.
about aesthetics than a bitch.
Okay, women really aren't that smart, so...
I ain't gonna lie, it's funny the way he's using official words to basically call her ugly and say that she looks like a man. And this is another tactic that women like to use, right? They like to call a man gay to take him down, but this guy's just not reacting. He's got the same sort of facial expression, the same tone of voice. They're not annoying him.
You know what? We should play a game, right? We should play a fun game with, the audience. Of course, the girls. Okay. Let's play a game called Looksmaxing 101 with girls.
So you can have an idea. let's just skip past fresh.
Honestly, when he first walked on, I wasn't gonna lie, I'd probably rate him around like an 8.
Without knowing anything, I would say like an 8.
I think a 6 or a 7.
What?
Give him like a 7.5.
7?
Auntie gonna give you a 9, 8.5.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give her 3.5 out of 10.
Damn. Wait.
I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10.
She got 3.5. Why?
Her mid face is way too long. Obviously, she's got the jowls coming in, horrible nasolabial folds. Horrible total facial width to height ratio. Just really bad age indicators. Her upper maxilla is super recessed, horrible infraorbitals. That's why your under eyes are coming in like hell. Really recessed chin. All the facial convexities are wrong. Her radix is recessed. Moving on, we could break it down if you want.
Yeah, please do.
So her alar base, the width of her nose is incredibly large. Her nasal bridge is incredibly wide. Obviously you've got bimaxillary protrusion. So your bite is all off. Just everything is wrong.
And do you believe in eugenics? Yeah, you do.
Okay. That's a loaded question. That's a complex one. Yes
he's
or no
racist,
answer.
yeah.
No.
He's saying he believes in eugenics, so...
You said that.
If it was a no, it would have been a no.
It's a complex question, lady. So for you to think everything falls into a binary yes or no, you're just hard. So moving on.
Right.
Okay, shut the fuck up. But anyway, let's move on.
You're not a surgeon.
What's the number?
I would arguably say like 1.5 or 2. Like I would say probably a 5. But maybe in terms of the body fat, that could come down a little bit. 5 out of 10 is average. Okay, I would say you could be above average if you lost a little bit of body fat percentage. So
I actually just gained 10 pounds, so I agree with you.
it's dead average 5.
Okay.
No.
She's a 4.5 over here. Her orbital bones, like the bones surrounding her eyes, her supraorbitals are suboptimal. She really doesn't have any eyebrows. Obviously, her nose is much too bulbous. Once you chiseled out a little bit more, got more angularity, I'd say you could definitely push over a 6 for sure.
Appreciate you.
And over there, I would say that you probably have the best looks on the panel. It's not really a
also
tough,
not shocking.
It's not a tough crowd to compete against, really. So like, don't give yourself.
He cold.
But you said your guy had a lot of money, right? So he was able
Not
to.
a lot, but he took me to dinners and
so he was
trips
able
and
to.
stuff. But
Anytime I've seen a woman be with a guy that is less attractive, he's either has status or money.
100%.
But the whole first time, like, we hung out, I paid for everything.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Will someone just give this girl a reality check? She said she was with an ugly guy and she's talking as if she's up there. You was at the same level.
Even if that were true, which it probably isn't, your specific anecdote isn't going to disagree and contradict an entire society of women's choices.
No.
And I would say this to add to what you're saying. I think the only reason you paid in the beginning is because you saw potential.
No.
So what I've realized about women is also you guys are kind of like scouts, right?
No.
Like if you see a guy and you're like, okay, he's on his way up, there's potential here, you'll with him too.
He said the right thing at the right time.
Why are they even believing what this woman's saying? She's obviously just saying things to purposely contradict what he's saying. And like I said, if she was with an uglier guy and she was paying for everything, it wouldn't surprise me anyway, because she's not up here.
He actually complimented a Gucci belt that I got that day.
Awful taste.
Thank you. It's actually not like a regular Gucci belt. It's a tiger with ruby red eyes. So,
Shit.
I f with it heavy, but regular.
But you thought he was rich though.
No.
Yeah, no, because
I didn't. I thought he admired my taste, and I f with that.
It was unique.
No.
It was a belt. You know he had taste.
It was, but
you thought he had money.
Taste. No, I didn't actually
So
think that he had
potential.
money.
Man, you capping, man.
No, I'm not.
Your
I'm
lips
not.
say you're capping.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, you are
My
capping.
lips say I'll, but they don't say I'm capping.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
This is why I recommend that no one live in Miami, because to be surrounded by this really like changes you as a person. Thank God
Facts.
I don't live within the city.
He makes a good point. I bet if you saw a before and after of some of these women, they look completely different before they lived in Miami. The place you live starts having an effect on you.
I can't stop thinking about the fact that I have like 10 years on you.
Okay.
I have 10 on him too, and he's stupid as hell.
Oh shit, call you stupid. Wait, who did?
Hey, Cece.
They know how old I am?
Yeah, you're 19 and you're dumb as hell.
No.
Okay, all right. That's it.
Are you gonna rebut anything he said though? I mean, do you know?
I mean, yeah.
When someone says something that's not true, it can't offend you. That's why he's so unbothered. He knows he's twice as smart as these donuts. It's not hard. All you need is an average IQ, but he's not a dumb guy. You can hear the way he speaks and articulates himself.
So talking about women are whores, we have the same sex drive as you. Like, what do you?
You're a whore. I don't know if I ever
No, you
said.
didn't say I'm a whore. You
I
said
said
women are whores.
These women are whores. You're a whore. I didn't make the broad
When
claim.
did you just?
Women often
just,
tend
How
to
many
be
women do you
promiscuous.
actually attract?
You just said
quite a
that.
few.
You just labeled me a whore.
Actually,
So
You are, but you know,
That's fine.
that
That's
doesn't
fine.
that doesn't
You're
mean
a
I
gay
automatically
fucker,
accept.
so you know.
Just because I'm not like the average
We
guy
are
who's
who we
willing
are.
to put up with your bullshit.
You wear makeup,
as a
babe. Both
annoying
wear makeup. We're the same. We're literally the same. Like,
It's funny to me because she's been trying to rage bait him the whole time, and he says one thing and she gets pissed off straight away. He's beating her at her own game.
what do you mean?
Correct. Yeah. So I'm very objective with improving. So that's why I make that decision.
I'm
And
also objective with improving.
okay, good for you. Yeah. No, I never did. I ever once criticize your makeup?
No, you didn't.
Of course,
But I
but-
would criticize a man wearing makeup, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank God I'm not going for
That
it.
might be the first thing she said that I agree with. I can't lie. Wearing makeup, yeah.
I
But-
would criticize a man wearing makeup, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank God I'm not going for any women.
Thank
in-
God,
in
because
the
I
likes
would
of
never
you.
go for you. I'd be like,
Okay, yeah, so,
Yeah.
the only reason women like this get so mad is because they're used to guys putting up with their bullshit. They could walk all over them. So when someone comes along with, maybe a higher status, maybe a lower threshold for putting up with this, behavior, this personality, it really just throws them off and sends them into like a manic state.
I hope
and we can
so,
see that
because
right now.
I don't want you.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I don't want anybody like you.
okay, thank God.
To cut off the
Fuck, I got it.
argument.
But the chat's
women don't
saying
understand.
most
Women
women
understand
would
men
never
'cause
want to
they'll
teach
settle.
men.
Well, I mean, the point is, men are here when they should be here. Women are all the way down here.
Yeah.
So that's the disparity, right?
Both parties
That's
need to work at each other.
That's
Hypergamy is basically women going so far above their means in terms of, you're this percentile, you want to date this percentile. So when we come on this podcast and we're talking about all the things that we require to date a man, and it's a laundry list of items, super unrealistic, of course you're never going to find a man who is going to be committed in a monogamous relationship to you because you want someone so much better than you.
But
right?
you need
So-
a mirror.
What's that?
You need a mirror.
Okay, well, that's not what you're looking for.
No, it
because-
is. I would say so.
I wouldn't, because I would say that,
No?
your list of demands and who
I had
you are as a
two.
person.
Pull up the calculator, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep
I
going.
had two.
So I guarantee if we take a look at the looks level that you would actually require to date a man, it would be so far above your looks level that, it would just be absolutely ridiculous, complete hypergamy. So that's why you're not finding men who are committed to you. It's because your standards, your
This is gonna
expectations
piss him
are
off.
completely abysmal. So
I disagree.
yeah, because the ugly
well,
guy
let's-
dated
I like
cheated
him.
all the time.
No, I mean, I wouldn't date an ugly guy, but somebody that I personally find attractive.
someone, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Your, looks level that you're requiring is too high for you because you're obviously, below average in looks, like quite frankly.
Facts.
You are below average, you're below 50th percentile.
Yeah, you made it
I
fine.
guarantee
She's the
you
most
wouldn't even date
reasonable one.
an average looking male. Someone of the 50th percentile, you would completely reject them just based off the premise of looks without even a second's thought. So when we have this disparity in your looks level
Why you calling it
and
bad?
the men that you're going for, of course this shit is going to happen. You know what I mean? So this is nothing new. We just need to
I
ground
feel like this guy's got this type of autism where he's not got much of a filter. He just says what he thinks, and he's not actually trying to be horrible or personal. He's just being honest.
So if we actually took a look around the room, we don't even have a single one of the ladies at the table that even meet the 50th percentile in looks. Not one of them.
What about the men?
I would say that those two over there are the best looking on the couch. But none of you guys are even hit the average mark. And I guarantee the men that you're going for are the top 1%.
I feel like I.
Oh, actually, I didn't even notice you. Yeah. Yeah, I would say you actually. She sits around average right here, maybe 50th,
Maybe a little above.
55th percentile. Yeah, something
I'm
like
just
that.
gonna say I'm 51% because I feel like that.
Okay, let's pull up the calculator real quick.
6, 7,
So,
8.
ladies, and I want you. We can go with Miss Jersey Shore.
Like, I completely agree with you. Men have more value when they're more rare. And
You can find a man that's good for you.
Yeah.
You just need to, level yourself,
obviously.
realize, where you are, and work from there. That's what I
No,
would suggest. you do.
obviously, and a lot of us do that, but at
No,
the same
almost
time,
none of you do that.
no,
Yeah, no.
that's
Like literally none.
that
So what
I
would
cannot
you say to somebody like me? You can say this is
You
a
are
lie
cooked.
or whatever.
Damn!
What would you say to somebody like me that is 19 and of course like I said, I have a past, but currently I'm in a
long
year-long
past.
relationship
19
and my
with a
man
long
treats me
past.
perfectly and
Yeah.
I'll tell
doesn't
you, for
really
the
have any
streets
like
already
extra
and it's sad.
benefits for me personally. His
Man,
job is
congratulations.
normal.
He's the fuck.
Well-
His looks are normal, like nothing's over the top.
Wow.
So,
Be
in my
happy.
opinion.
I would be hard pressed to actually like take a look at how your man matches up to this calculator right here, and I think you're severely underestimating how much better he is than you. That's what I would say.
No, I completely agree that he is 10 times better
Right.
than me.
So you got lucky, and that's good for you, but unfortunately that's not going to last. There's obviously something going on there. Whether you're being cheated on or your man is simply.
I have his location and his
Okay, well that's not
They're
doing
still
anything.
gonna cheat with the
that's-
location, babe.
That's not doing
He
anything.
doesn't.
But the fact of the matter is, if someone is that much
He's
better than
cooked.
you,
Yeah, he's
and they're
cooked, bro.
dating you, with your past and your 11 bodies, whatever the fuck, they're simply seriously wrong there. You know what I mean? No man with any self-respect would take on your past and your trauma, essentially.
Oh, my. Look at it
Man,
smartly.
there's somebody for everybody.
She's finally found the man that actually accepts her for her past when she's only 19 and she's got a past, and now she's just calling him normal on the podcast. His looks are normal, this is normal. If the guy's not a complete simp, send her to the streets, send her back where she belongs, man.
She belongs to the streets.